Womp womp. Welcome right the fuck back into more excitement and action and drama with Muppet Monster Adventure. I'm doing this stupid voice again, even though nobody in the game speaks like that. Nearly ran off a cliff there. Recognize it. Fucking hot! Anyway, welcome back to ASMR. Chris Blazer saying, who is that old flower hat lady and what does she want from me? Do I have to race her? Please tell me I have to race her.
Do you think she's cooking up a batch of love potion number 9?
You fucking slut, Pepé! Slut! Collect the toadstools. Only do this in the game, kids. Oh, good values. Climb the trees with your Wak Wak Webe power to get them in return for a Muppet token. Okay. Climb trees to get mushrooms. Oh, Jesus. Okay, I'm just climbing up this one big tree. This is cool. I quite like this puzzle. This challenge. Don't like this. Shouldn't have done that. Probably would have been quicker just to climb. But I do still have 120 seconds. 2 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna get all of these toadstools. I am so good at this game, oh my goodness. Write to your parents and tell them, Mother, Father, I know the man who I am to marry. His name is Chris and he is the best Muppet Monster Adventure player in all of the land. Trust me when I say that it is moisteningly exciting. Wish I hadn't said that. You would desperately approve of him, mother and father dear. It is truly an eligible bachelor. Give me the Muppet token.
See, good work, Robin.
He has enough Muppet tokens to support me and our new family. And soon we will have children. Pepé, Toadstool, Quinlan, the whole gang. I'm going over here now. Who's this? Who's this Magoo? It's Gruntilda! Ah! Didn't even give me any fucking evil energy. That's a Jip. That's a rip-off. Is Jip... If something's been like Jipped, it's like, oh, that's a fucking Jip. What a Jip. Is that like a slur against gypsies? I hope not. It sounds like it easily could be, though. I hope it's not. An extra life, okay? Very nice. There's lots to like about this game. There's lots to like about the PS1. I think the PS1... Some games... The graphics... are charming. Particularly 2D games. Oh, that's the same as that Charge and Speed guy from one of the earlier levels. Yeah, because some 3D games of this era look really nice because they're quite simple. They haven't tried to do too much. That's when old 3D graphics look really terrible. Is when they've... Well, I don't know really. I don't know. Because some 3D games of this era look nice, because this game looks nice. Because it's simple. But other games look fucking dog shit. I guess it's games that use like wireframes and animate those instead of making like a full mesh. Because like the Crash Bandicoot games look really nice, and this game looks really nice because it's got really nice animations that seem to be like properly full body modeled and animated. But something like Tekken 3, if you play Tekken 3 again, that game looks fucking shoddy. Looks really bad. Well, I suppose it's not terrible. I'm going back on what I said. I don't fucking know, man. I don't know what I'm talking about. Some games look good, some games don't. 2D games generally tend to be a bit more timeless. That's all. That's all I'm trying to say. which I think is part of the reason why sort of lo-fi pixel graphics have made such a big comeback. I mean, obviously part of it is that a lot more games are, excuse me, independently developed by like a team of fucking 2 people, and so making pixel graphics is much easier for them to do, and it gives their games a much greater sense of like an art style. That's another thing about like 2D animation. It's easier to create a sense of an art style, like a coherent art style, in 2D than it is in 3D. Like, the Disney films... all the 3D Disney films look bland. All the characters look the same. They just look really bland. Same with DreamWorks. Their films look just really bland. Pixar have a good coherent art style. Even some of their characters end up looking pretty samey. Not nearly as much, but 2D Disney films look fucking beautiful. Fucking Princess and the Frog, which came out at the same time roughly as Tangled, looks so much better than that game. Than that movie. Princess and the Frog looks really nice. It's beautifully animated. It has a really great art style that's not similar really to any other Disney film. Like it is, in that the characters have that sort of Disney style about them. But all the rest of the characters are really sort of unique. The villain in particular, because it's all like Southern America voodoo type stuff. It's all really unique and cool. But like Tangled just looks really boring. I don't like Tangled. I find that film boring, and it's too traditional for my liking. But it's like, oh, it's a quirky version of a classic fairy tale. Fuck off. Okay. Princess of the Frog is better. And Frozen, which I haven't seen, so, I mean, my comment on that film can only be limited. It looks to be sort of the same thing as like, ooh, it's a modern telling of a classic story. Wow, no one's ever done that sort of thing before. But like, I suppose Princess and the Frog is exactly the same thing. It's a modern telling of a classic story, but they do it so much better! Fucking hell, I'm gonna die. I don't want that. I haven't got a checkpoint. I haven't had a checkpoint for ages. There's something down on that branch. Don't worry, I saw it. Don't you worry about me, little babies. Hey, I've been fucking ranting about animation for a good 5 minutes now. Let's change the subject. How about our weather? Oh, it's just a neat Muppet toque. Oof! I need 2 more Muppet toques before I unlock the boss. I'm doing so well. I'm so good at this game. Wow. I guess I must be nearly halfway through? I must be. Some sort of block puzzle, okay? Okay.
Dios mío. Haven't you outgrown playing with blocks, okay?
Fuck you, you're the one who wants me to do it.
Then you'll be able to do it when you rescue Carmen, okay? Playing with blocks, unbelievable.
Rescue Kermit? No, I can do it now. I just need the power. Oh, I see. I see. It's just moving the blocks from one side to the other. This is an actual thinking puzzle. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do this puzzle. It should actually be pretty easy. Whoops. It's like he's starting up a car. There we go. Although he's having a poopy. That's a funny joke, Chris. Really, ooh. You've really hit the nail on the head there, Chris. That was a really good joke. Poopy jokes? That's what the public wants. Obviously. I suppose, once again, this is a children's block puzzle, so it is necessarily easy. It's just time-consuming because it takes a while to push stuff over there. Ba-ba-da-ba-bam-ba-bam. Yeah. Anyway. Ba-dum, ba-da, ba, ba. I wonder who composed this soundtrack, actually. I wonder. What was I going to say? I don't know. I think it was something to do with Kingdom Hearts. I don't think it was important. Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming out soon. Ish. No, it's not. Kingdom Hearts 3 is not coming out soon. Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.5 HD Remix for the PS4 is coming out soon. And even though I have 1.5 and 2.5 HD Remix on the PS3, I'm probably going to buy them on the PS4. Because they've got native 60 FPS, finally. Which would be... ooh, it's going to be so good. Like, I'm a little bit of a graphics snob, by and large. But the only graphical thing that I will insist upon, generally, the thing that really makes a difference for me, is frame rate, because it's really the only one that makes a difference. Like, if you're playing a game with low resolution, whoops, it doesn't really matter if your computer can't handle it, or like if your console game plays at 720 or 1080, it doesn't make a huge amount of difference. It's nice if you have it, it doesn't really matter if you don't, but 60 FPS versus 30 FPS, there is a huge difference, not just in the way that it looks, but in the way that it plays. Because, and this is true of everyone, this is something that everyone will be able to notice, and something that makes a difference even if you don't think you care about it, is... if you're playing at 30 FPS, then the game is only rendering 30 times per second. If you're playing at 60 FPS, the game is rendering 60 times every second, which means that it has twice the number of frames in which to register your button input. That's why people care about frame rate so much, not because it looks nicer. In some cases, I agree. Some games do look... Wow! Do look better at 30 rather than 60, because they're supposed to look like films or whatever, and like films all run at 24 frames per second. Look at that one little fucking thing there. I'm not going for that. Wasting my fucking time. Yeah, so if you're running at 60 as opposed to 30, your game is twice as responsive. Means you get a better sense of control over your game, which is why lots of games feel a lot worse when you run VSync on a game, because let's say your monitor is locked at 30 and you VSync it. Okay. Oh, shut up. I'm going. Then your game is locked at 30 FPS. Particularly first-person shooters, even if it results in screen tearing, I normally turn off VSync for shooters, because it really fucks up the controls, like massively. Doom. Oh fuck, get out of my fucking way! Doom plays terribly when you have VSync on. It just massively soups up the mouse controls, and by soups up I mean it makes it feel soupy, not makes it better. So, yeah. Luckily for you, if I am recording a game and there's screen tearing, it only appears on my monitor, it won't appear in the recording because the recording records a specific number of frames, and the tearing only happens because the refresh rate of the monitor is not equal to the refresh rate of the game. Buster, give him the Muppet token, you sack. Oh, beautiful. That doesn't sound like Pepé anymore. I don't know who that sounds like. I don't think I even need the health. I must be near the end of the level. I'm not going back for that bonus. I just don't care. There we go, I've got enough.
You have collected enough Muppet tokens to open the next Muppet Monster boss, okay?
That's good, because it's the end of the level. And if I hadn't... It really pushes it close, you really have to keep up. Okay, well on the next episode, I'm gonna face the boss. Whoa!